The crispy onions were the right idea. If you're hungry for a super easy casserole that you can make with your eyes closed with minimal ingredients, pantry staples, this is definitely the video for you. We're gonna make a super easy broccoli and cheese with chicken casserole. So broccoli, chicken, rice, a few simple seasoning, and we're in the oven cooking it up, and dinner's on the table in less than 30 minutes. So let's get into it. All right, y'all, so the first step is simply adding some cooked rice to your casserole dish. This is just some basmati rice. You can use regular long grain rice or any rice of choice. It just needs to be cooked. That's the main thing. So you're good with whatever rice you select. And as far as measurements, this is a half a cup of cooked rice. Next thing we're going to add is our cooked chicken. This is just chopped up rotisserie chicken breast. Remove the skin because you don't want that texture in this particular recipe. But just chop it up as small as you like. I like it kind of chunky. Next up, we're gonna add some frozen broccoli. You can totally use fresh broccoli here. It doesn't really matter because it's all gonna go into the oven. But just make sure it's not like massive pieces of broccoli. You want like a baby broccoli so that it's nice and easy to eat. We're going to add in our cream of chicken soup. This is what's gonna make it nice and creamy. This is the cream of chicken with herb soup. Doesn't really matter the brand. You can use whichever one you want. Inside the can, you can go in with a little bit of milk as well because that's gonna allow the casserole to mix together a little easier. So I just like to go in with maybe a 1/3 cup of milk and kind of clean the can out as our parents used to do or grandparents used to do. No food goes unused. So we're just kind of giving everything a nice little stir. Once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and just pour it in. And casseroles don't look like much until they're done. Going in with about a 1/3 cup of whipped cream cheese as well. That's really gonna bring everything together. We're also gonna add our cheese at this step, just so we have the cheese also mixed in. The cheese we're gonna mix in is some mild cheddar cheese. You wanna go in with about a half a cup or so of mild cheddar cheese. This is not the cheese you're gonna put on top. This is just the cheese that's gonna get mixed into the casserole. All right, now we're just going in with a little seasoning blend that I put together: salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and some white pepper, as well as some Italian seasoning. Honestly, just use what you got. And now the fun part, we just simply mix everything together. Obviously, because we put it in the casserole dish. To do the mixing, to skip a step, we're just gonna take our time and mix it all together, just like this. Now we do have a little milk in here, so it should not be too hard to mix up for you. And remember, the rice is already cooked, so it's gonna create kind of a nice consistency to work with. So I'm gonna mix until I feel like I have my cream cheese all the way throughout the entire dish. I have my seasoning all the way throughout the entire dish. Most importantly, that cream of chicken is binding everything together. And we've got that cheddar cheese mixed in real good. So definitely take a minute or two and make sure you're mixing it really well. At this point, if you feel like you want your casserole to have something else, like a handful more of cheese, a handful more of broccoli, a little bit more chicken, you can feel free to do it at this step. To me, it's actually looking pretty perfect. So what we're gonna do is basically smooth it all out once I have everything fully combined. But I like to make sure I compact it down all the way. And then from here, you can hit it with just like a touch more seasoning, right? Because that's the first thing you're gonna taste. And then I also like to go in with some of my mixed cheddar cheese. This is the one with shredded cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. This is gonna make it really pretty on top. It's gonna melt beautifully. Some people also like to go in with the sharp cheddar on top, but I like to do a blend of cheeses on top. That's my preference. But we've got one more step that I think is gonna take your broccoli and rice casserole to the next level. We've got some fried crunchy onions. Oops. This is giving like green bean casserole vibes, but I think it's gonna give this a really nice flavor and texture. So let's go with it. All right, y'all, so as you can see, we have our broccoli, rice, and chicken casserole ready to go into the oven. We did a couple of unconventional things. We did it all in a casserole dish, no need to mess up a mixing bowl. And we added some crunchy onions on top. Now that is optional, but I feel like for a casserole, sometimes the missing thing is a little bit of texture. And so this crunchy topping hopefully will give a little bit of variety, a little bit of interest to the dish. So we're just gonna pop this into the oven. Remember, everything in this dish is cooked. So really you wanna just combine everything, get it nice and hot and bubbly. So we have our oven preheating at 375. We're gonna pop this, I think, into the middle rack and then move it up to the top when it has like 5 minutes left of cooking. We're gonna see what it's looking like in about 25 minutes. So 25 minutes at 375, maybe a couple of minutes on broil, and then we'll see what the final dish looks like. Let's go. I know y'all saw that, right? How easy was that? Don't you feel empowered to just get in the kitchen, get those ingredients, and get cooking? Your family is gonna love it if you have children. I can't guarantee they'll eat it, but fingers crossed, they might like it too. It's just a really easy, feel-good, comforting recipe. Definitely change it or adapt it to what you have on hand. Don't feel limited to the ingredients in the description box below, but it's a really good recipe and easy one to try. So I hope you'll give it a try. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section what you thought about the whole recipe. We'll talk again next time.